stranger or willing.
Hello, how are you doing today? Today we're going to talk about married couples. Oftentimes when it comes to finances, that is one of the biggest hindrances in marriages, and 1 in 4 marriages actually end in divorce due to finances. We want to flip that narrative, not after today. I'm going to show you a couple here. They bring in pretty decent money, combined couple, and I want to show you how they went from $75 in positive cash flow to nearly $1,300 in positive cash flow after we looked at their whole budget and we just realigned some things. Remember, if you don't tell your money where to go, you're going to wonder where it went. We are going to flip all of that today. But anyway, let's take a look at this chart. This couple here, they bring in $4,293 a month. That's pretty good income combined. And they have total expenses of $4,218 a month. Now they have a cash flow of $75. But I will tell you, after looking at charts, looking at people and their finances, they have bleeds. In this case, I hope you can see them. It's actually 3, and they begin with the word C. Yep, I'll show you once we get through the chart. Okay, let's look at their rent. Their rent is $1,298 a month. They have their utilities of $267. Their insurance is $226. I'm going to skip past this. Their food bill, $400 a month. Streaming services, $86 total, and $300 a month. Remember, with Velocity Banking, that is their fun money. Just like a diet, if you feel like it's too restrictive, you are going to quit. So with Velocity Banking, we want to set you up for success, and we want to say, hey, if you have fun money, entertainment, let's keep all that in your budget. That way you're understanding that you're still able to have fun. Then you're going to pretty much stick with it. And look at this savings. Clap for this couple. You always want to have a savings account set up. High yield savings, not a regular savings. A regular savings is sitting in the bank and the bank is making money. Move it and make sure it's in a high yield savings account. Watch my videos. I have a whole entire segment dedicated to high yield savings account with referrals. Okay, and their gas, $200 a month. Okay, that's pretty good. But like I said, look at these credit cards. They have 1, 2, 3 credit cards. They're paying $482 for one, $337 for one, $392 for the other one. That is $1,216 a month that they're drowning themselves. Well, they're maintaining it, but they're spending all that money in credit card debt. No, I propose to them, listen, you're not a homeowner, but you have pretty decent credit. Let's look at calling the credit union, take out a line of credit. A line of credit is not a loan, it's a line of credit. The difference is it's open-ended. You can pick and you can pull from it anytime you need it. They have up to $45,000. Remember, all that debt and credit card debt is $44,769, which is why I said, let's look at a personal line of credit for you. And with a line of credit, there's no collateral because it's personal. So basically, you're putting yourself on the line saying, hey, I'm going to pay it back. This couple's case, remember, when you do lines of credit, you have to be responsible, have pretty decent credit, and be determined to pay it back. Don't say, oh, you're taking out debt to use debt. No, we're leveraging debt to pay off debt. There's a difference, you guys. And I want to show you how we're going to do it with the line of credit. Now, if we did a loan, guess what? It's amortization schedule, which means they're going to front load with interest in the beginning. They're going to charge you all the interest up front, and then you're going to begin to pay down your principal. With Velocity Banking, we flip it the other way around. And although it's at 11.75%, you think that's high, it doesn't matter because we are injecting so much of that with our standard payment per month into that principal payment. We are going to annihilate the debt that much faster. Okay, let's start by looking at month 1. Now you've seen, and I can tell you, these credit cards are ranging from 18% up to 24%. At the very least, it would take them 17 years to pay off one of those credit cards. 17, I think, to 21 when I did the calculations. That's a long time that the banker and the credit card companies are making money off of this couple. We're going to stop that. We're going to use that line of credit of $45,000. We're going to take and cover all of those credit cards and pay off that $44,769 right away. It's done. There's no more credit card debt. When they're using the credit cards now, they're being responsible. They're using it for scheduling maybe trips, but they're also paying it back at the end of close of their statement date, not the due date, in the close of their statement date. They've realized we don't want this arguing in our marriage. We're going to do it the right way. So they're using the credit cards responsibly and not running those things up. So now they're free and clear. We'll turn our attention now to that line of credit. Okay, here we go, you guys. The first month, they owe $44,769. With the line of credit, you only pay your interest payment off of the balance that you owe. Not the whole $45,000, although it's close, $44,769. Here we go, you guys. Because we moved that 1216 in deposit cash flow along with the $75, they're able to use $1,291 towards their debt. We're gonna go awfully fast here. Okay, $44,769. First month, we're gonna minus our positive cash flow. Remember, all our fund money, our savings, our bills are all paid. We have that left over. We're gonna use that. We're gonna minus the $1,291, but we have to add our interest payment that we owe the bank, cost of doing business, to borrow the $45,000 in the line of credit. That's $447. Calculations, we're now at $43,925 that we owe. Month 2, $43,925. Remember, minus your positive cash flow, plus your interest payment that's due of $438. Now we're down to $43,072. Month 3, $43,072 minus the cash flow of $1,291 plus our interest payment due of $429. Now we're at $42,210. You guys, they couldn't have done that with their credit cards. They would have paid a little bit of pennies, all of that towards the interest, a little bit going towards principal. They're down nearly $3,000 in 3 months. Okay, here we go. 4th month, $42,210 minus our cash flow of $1,291 plus our interest payment that's going to be due. Now we're at $41,340. Month 5, $41,340 minus our cash flow of $1,291 plus our interest payment due of $412. Now we're at $40,461. Month 6, $40,461 minus our positive cash flow plus the $408 that's due of interest payment. We're down to $39,574. They have annihilated $5,000 in, you guys, 6 months. Now, if you continue on this cycle, guess what? They're going to have this paid off in 2.9 years, not in the 17 years, not constantly bleeding. And I want to put a caveat in here because we're doing velocity banking as they're running down this line of credit. Remember, they can pick and pull whenever they need it. If an emergency were to come up, no need to argue and get stressed out. Simply, if you have $1,291 extra reserve, you're going to go ahead and save this month. I'm just going to make my payment that's going to be due on my interest owed, but I need to pay, maybe I need to get new tires. You guys, it's okay. Get your new tires. Then you just jump right back on board and you do it all over again. If you keep this strategy going, this couple will have this paid off in 2 years and 9 months. Let's say they decided that, you know what? I've got a raise. I've got an increase. They're going to increase their positive cash flow. They can run it down even faster time than that. But while they're doing that, they're also building up their credit. They're running up their credit score because they're on a revolving payment schedule. They're showing the banks or the credit union that we're responsible. They're benefiting there. And on top of that, they're wiping out $45,000 nearly in credit card debt in 3 years' time. That beats 17 years, leaps and bounds. So until the next video, I'm Jewel. I'm your financial freedom friend. I'm here until you win. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.